Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Comic Books NYC. Just going to do a quick quarantine comic book haul number 2. It's been a couple weeks, maybe a month. I lost track when I did my last haul video. First part of the haul is a online order from Midtown Comics. Now, for me, that's a little bit of a weird thing. I'm not really used to going to Midtown Comics website to place a online mail order. We're typically used to making an order for local pickup right directly at Midtown, but of course that's not an option right now. So I did put in an online order with Midtown for mostly a bunch of modern books. So let's see what we got. This one was basically a cover buy for me. Arrow number 1. It's the near mint copy, and that is an Art Germ variant. So pretty cool Art Germ cover there. I don't really know a lot about the story, mainly just a cover buy. And then I also went kind of ham on some Jenny Frison covers. You guys know I collect her. And these are some of the covers, some of the books I did not have. Starting with the Lola Woods number 1. So that is the B cover for Lola Woods number 1, Jenny Frison. Lola Woods number 2, also the B cover, Jenny Frison cover. Lola Woods number 3, Jenny Frison B cover. Cool. And this one's fantastic. Lola Woods number 4, the Jenny Frison B cover. So awesome little run there of the Jenny Frison covers on Lola Woods. I kept going down the Jenny Frison path with some other back issues here in this Midtown order. We have Clean Room, this Vertigo title, Clean Room number 2. That's a really rad cover. Yeah, Frison goodness right there. Clean Room number 4, another cool Jenny Frison cover. Next we have Once and Future. I don't remember what issue number this is, maybe 6, but it's a badass Jenny Frison cover right there. Look at that. Sorry, the right angle for you guys right there. Yeah, I love that book. Then we got Morning Glories. This is issue number 27, another Jenny Frison. We got The Witching Hour. This is a one-shot back in December 2013 from Vertigo. Another super rad Jenny Frison cover right there. This one's interesting. This is from Graphic India Press. It's Shekhar Kapoor's Devi Rebirth number 1. I'd never heard of this, but that is a fantastic cover right there. Don't really know much about the book, but it is a limited sketch cover for this title. Shekhar Kapoor's Devi Rebirth number 1. Jenny Frison. Awesome work on that. This one's more recent one, and obviously, I have collected the whole run on the Jenny Frison Wonder Woman covers, but this is the issue number 752, which I think is the last one she did. And then this title I've been thoroughly enjoying, Something is Killing the Children. This is the Frison cover to issue number 6. And this is the regular, and I also got the incentive right there. So 2 kick-ass Jenny Frisons on Something is Killing the Children. As you guys know, I kind of went all out on her cover for issue number 1 of that series, which I've been thoroughly enjoying. And then the last book in this Midtown Comics modern order, which was like 90% Jenny Frison covers, is another Jenny Frison, and this is the Buffy the Vampire Slayer Volume 2, number 4. This is the, I think this is a 1 in 50, maybe more, maybe higher ratio incentive variant, but anyway, it's the Jenny Frison sketch cover variant, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Stoked to have that one in the Frison collection. So yeah, nice little haul from Midtown. Good little stack here, and that was that. from Midtown, and then I'm going to move over to the books that I picked up recently from my buddy Kachoong Delphia. I think it was on a recent Symbiote Comic Club auction, maybe a month back, 6 weeks back, something like that. And I never got around to showing them on a haul video until now, so I will show those. The main part of what I bought from Kachoong was this Machine Man Volume 2 set, 4 issues, and he wrote here in a little note, said, "Hi NYC, sorry the books took so long to make their way to you. I included a few extras just because. If you have them, feel free to pass along. Your YouTube pals, Kachoong and Delphia." So thank you guys, I really appreciate the note. I appreciate you throwing in the extras, it's super cool of you. I appreciate you guys' support in general. You're always in my live streams and stuff, so I really, really do appreciate that. So as I alluded to, it's a 4-issue miniseries, Machine Man. So volume 2, so you got issue number 1, issue number 2, issue number 3, and issue number 4. So pretty cool, little 4-issue mini there, Machine Man Volume 2, which was what I picked up from Kachoong. The rest of everything in this stack that he sent was all bonus books that he sent me, so that's really, really nice of him. On this one, he put NYC, crossing fingers you don't have the 4th print, so that's pretty interesting. And we're talking about die number 1, 4th print, and I did not actually have this 4th print, so that's super awesome that you threw that in there as a bonus. Very, very cool of you, dude. And to get with Delphia. And then on this one, he says, there's a good chance you have these Frizzen covers, but I took the chance and they're extras anyway. So, and surprisingly enough, I did not have either. So he put in X-Men Red number 9. It's a Jenny Frizzen. Sorry, you see that? Yeah, I can see it. And then X-Men Red number 10. Love that one. Also a Jenny Frizzen. So he threw in some Frizzen goodness in there for me, which I always appreciate. Already been a theme on this video. Thank you for that. Really, really cool. And then for the final 2 books, he put in a little note saying, I know you're a fan of Mac, and I think he's referencing David Mack right here. So he threw in 2 David Mack Superman covers, Action Comics 1003, awesome, and Superman number 3, love that. That's a Superman number 1 Golden Age homage right there with badass Mac cover inside the outline there, the Super 1 homage. Really, really cool concept for covers. So 2 awesome David Mack Superman covers also thrown in there as a bonus by Kachoong, so much appreciated. And then the last bonus thing that he threw in there was one of these Walking Dead 25th anniversary, or not 25th, 15th anniversary blind bags. And he was like, he put on the note, I have a bunch of these Walking Dead blind bags unopened and figured you might like one. Unopened, they are Schrodinger's Virgin covers. That's hilarious. So what do? Do I just keep the mystery alive, just keep it in here and open it up like 10 years down the line or something like that? Or do I open it up right now? Yeah, you guys know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open it up. All right, I got it out. It looks like it's in good shape. It is a Walking Dead number 1, and I'm not sure which variant or sketch variant or all the different things that were being put out for this anniversary promotion that they were doing. David Finch cover. So I am a David Finch fan. That does look highly detailed like Finch's work. So that's pretty sweet. So thank you again to Kachoong and Delphia for that lovely thought of including some extras for me on that order for the Machine Man books. So, all right, so next up, let's get right into some back issues, okay? Some back issues. These came from various sources: YouTube auctions, Instagram, eBay, My Comic Shop, private dealer trade, things like that. So probably not going to tell a story of every single one of these. I just want to get through these. First things first, I'm going to show this book, which came in a mystery box from Comic Vantage that the Mystery Men gave to me. So it's Comic Fu, Chad RCG, Squatchy, Stevie B. Anyway, they hooked me up with a box. I went on their show, I opened it up, and I'm not going to show all the books that were in that mystery box, but I'm going to show the big pull, which was Transformers #1, which was incredible. I never had a copy of this. So this is Transformers #1, one in the limited series. And it is a first print, as notated by the Comic Vantage sticker that came with the book. So awesome to get that, and shout out to the Mystery Men dudes for hooking me up, having me on their show. Had a blast with them, and got a sweet book out of it. Next up, we got some more actual back issues to go through. So I got 2 copies of Wonder Woman Volume 2, issue number 30. So I got 2 copies of this because I actually have a page of original art from this issue, not done by George Perez. George Perez did the cover and wrote the issue, but Chris Marinan and Will Blyberg did the interior pencils and inks on this particular issue. Not an expensive issue by any means, but I do own the original art to the first page of this issue, the splash page, the page 1 splash to this comic. So I always, anytime I have original art, I always have reference copies so I can look at the published work next to the original art and stuff. So that's why I picked up a couple copies of that. Getting into some Golden Age right now, and some of these are you may have not seen before. Other of these I've shown before on the video I did with Man Cave Comics. This is a timely book. It's Ideal Comics #1. I believe this is 1948, timely. So it tells the story of Mark Antony and Cleopatra. So you can see that clearly written on the cover right there. But the name of the title was Ideal Comics. This is a classical comic. And this was issue 1 of that series featuring Antony and Cleopatra. Pick this comic up. This is a Jack Cole cover, Smash Comics, issue number 60. I picked this up from Ray, the veteran dude on the J Blitz's auction a couple weekends back. The Comics with Vets guys and everything. So that was cool that they had that auction, and Ray was awesome, slinging books all day. And I was happy to pick this up for a good price on that auction. It's like a lower mid grade, something like that. But it's a pretty cool cover right there. This one, another issue of Wonder Woman number 30, but this is volume 1. Wonder Woman number 30, volume 1, and H.G. Peter cover and art. Love that gorgeous red cover. This came out in 1948. This is the only Golden Age Wonder Woman solo title book I have in my collection, but it's a cool one. Also has a Wonder Girl appearance on the cover here inside the globe thing, the snow globe thing. But anyway, I love red covers, especially Golden Age, so I just have a thing for that. And I thought this was a gorgeous issue. Batman 82, the Flying Batman, one of the few, later Golden Age or post Robin Golden Age Batman books without Robin on the cover. Only Batman. Dark, ominous action. You got the whole almost like reverse Tech 27 kind of look to it. Definitely feel a little bit of an homage on it, but I love this cover. So the cover's done by Win Mortimer. Sorry. And this book came out in 1954, so that's Batman 82. Next up, we got Detective Comics 84. I love this one. You don't see this one a lot, where you got the Batman and Robin sort of, dummy dolls or whatever. You got the bad guys shooting bullet holes into them, and you got real Batman and Robin coming in through the window, take down the baddies. This is a Dick Sprang cover, so it's Detective Comics 84, and it came out in 1944. So yeah, that's an old tech book. Happy to have it. Probably will get that graded at some point, but I'm in no rush. Which is also the case for this. Definitely will probably get this graded, but in no rush right now. This Detective Comics 102 came out in 1945. Dick Sprang cover and art. Joker cover, man. It's a Joker cover. You got the house on Joker's back right there with Batman and Robin chasing him. Got the yellow. I mean, this is a beat up copy We're talking 0.5 to 1.0 type range, but yeah, it's still worth it getting graded to me, these books, just trying to keep them protected and preserved. So happy to have that one as well in the PC. So next up, we're going to get into some signed books, some signed comic books. Most of these I picked up from Barbarian Kung Fu, but I also got some signed books from various other places. So I will be going over the signed books that have come in recently. So first up, this one was from Barbarian. This is Wolverine issue number 50, signed by Larry Hama right there. You see Larry Hama, 2016. So awesome. Thank you, Barbarian. Great book. Another book from Barbarian, Web of Spider-Man 47, signed by Alex Saviuk. Right there, Alex Saviuk, Spider-Man artist. Did a lot of Web of. So that's really cool right there. Thank you, Barbarian. And then this one, Image Comics preview book. This is kind of like a true first, if you want to call it. I believe this is like, this may have possibly, I believe this is possibly where the first images of Paper Girls were, before Paper Girls #1. But this one, signed by Cliff Chiang, artist of Paper Girls right there. And then also signed by Jeff Lemire. Double signed by Cliff Chiang and Jeff Lemire, two awesome comic book creators that I'm a fan of. And then this one, Barbarian, again came through with this one. This one's awesome. This is Superman #1, 75 center, yellow cover. So you can't see it right now, but this is signed by John Byrne on the bottom of the interior, the first page, the splash page. So signed by John Byrne on the first page on the interior, Superman #1. So that's an awesome one. Thank you, Barbarian, for the hookup on those. And then these last three books came from Torpedo. So this is a Batman issue number 54, signed by Tom King. Really nothing special, just a current run Batman book signed by Tom King. You got a COA right there from Torpedo. Then you also have Grendel #1, signed by Matt Wagner. Also took place at a Torpedo Comics signing. So that's an awesome indie title. Dark Horse right there. Grendel #1. Grendel Devil's Odyssey #1, technically. And this is the Torpedo trade dress variant, signed at Torpedo COA. And then the last signed book, which is an awesome signed book, which also took place at a Torpedo signing, I believe. This is a book I needed for my TMNT run, because I want to get all the different printings of all the books in the Volume 1 run as well, and I didn't have this printing. This is TMNT Volume 1, issue number 3, second print, okay? And it's signed and remarked. See the little turtle head? And signed and remarked by Kevin Eastman. So it's in a really nice shape too. Really, I mean, this is a pretty minty copy of this. And it's got the COA right there. See, TMNT number 3, second print, signed by Kevin Eastman, November of last year. So pretty sweet book there too. We're gonna get into slabs, okay? So some of these slabs I've shown before, some of them I have not. First up, I got this slab from my buddy DS Comics. This is Miss Marvel number 18, CGC 9.4, white pages. This is the first full appearance of Mystique. Got a great price on this in a YouTube auction from DS, as I've been known to do. We will show a timely. This is a recent timely pickup. This is one of my Alex Schomburg grails. Marvel Mystery Comics number 29. It is a very low-grade book. This is a 1.0. You got the first wrap like reattached with tape and everything. But this cover, it still presents really, really well. I mean, this book is like, this book has been through the ringer, but it still has great color. And this is one of the craziest Schomburg covers. Look at all that. You got Human Torch. You got the bondage. You got the chains. The circular saw coming down on her. You got the hooded guys with guns blasting and everything. This is just one of the best Schomburg covers in my opinion. Definitely one of the best covers in this title, Marvel Mystery Comics. And this book came out in 1942, Timely Comics. So really, really happy to have added that book to the PC. This one is Detective Comics number 61. So this is from 1942. This is CGC 5.5. So the significance of this one, Detective Comics 61, is it is the first cover appearance of the Batplane. I like collecting all these first cover appearances of like gadgets and symbols and weapons, and, you know, villains and whatnot. This next book, I don't think I've shown. I think I may have shown it on Jimmy the Geek's Aficionados channel the other night. But this is Detective Comics 68, 1942. Jerry Robinson art. So this is, see him right there, the first cover appearance of Two-Face, and it is the second appearance ever of Two-Face. So second appearance of Two-Face, first cover appearance of Two-Face, Detective Comics 68, 1942. This is a CGC 3.5, off-white to white pages. Love that book. This to me is like a major grail, honestly. First cover appearance of Two-Face, one of my favorite villains. One of my all-time favorite villains, let alone Batman villains. So super happy to have added that to the collection. And then last but not least, this is one of my biggest books, arguably my best Batman book, and that's Batman #2, CGC 2.5, with one of the greatest covers in Batman, in my opinion. Definitely one of the greatest trade dress of all time, with this Batman giant #2 in the summer 1940, or well, yeah, it's a summer issue, but it's summer 1940 is when it came out, and it is the second appearance of the Joker, the second appearance of the Cat, aka Catwoman, and it's the first time Catwoman's ever been called Catwoman. And it also has a full-page ad for the 1940 New York's World's Fair Comics #1, and that book is the first cover appearance, first time that Superman, Batman, and Robin all appear on the same cover. So the image of that cover was published for the first time in an ad of this book. So, you know, second Joker, second Catwoman. I mean, what are you going to say? I mean, this is one of my biggest grail books, one of my best Golden Age books. You know, I'm a little bit of a ways out before a book like Batman #1. Certainly Tech 27 and even Tech 31 or Tech 29. Anything pre-Robin Detective or first appearance of Robin, that's great. That's super pricey. Those are kind of out of my wheelhouse. So this was like realistically the biggest Batman key that I could afford to get into my collection at some point. I did have to sell some books to justify it. But hey, man, I'm super happy to have this be the showcase piece of my Batman collection. There you go, guys. That is the haul. I hope you guys are doing well out there. I hope you guys are keeping safe. I hope you guys are just staying positive. So thank you for joining me. Like I said, please like this video if you can get a chance, or if you want to leave me a comment, let me know what you think about some of these books. I would really appreciate that. And subscribe to the channel, man. I'm approaching 700 subscribers. I'm gonna do a great giveaway when we hit 700, and I'm excited to launch the giveaway and give out some great prizes. So thanks again, and I'll catch you on the next one.